Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Sean from Mustang09 bringing a brand new video and also a brand new series. A new one that we're calling Short Stories for one of two reasons. One being because they're going to be short stories about my life, and two, because my last name's short and I'm telling them to you. So we're going to get started right away with a really cool story that I think you guys will enjoy. It's definitely car related. It's about my first ever speeding ticket, which I have right here. And some of you may be laughing because I have it framed, but it's true. I mean, I framed my first speeding ticket. I think it's something I'll never forget. And so yeah, I wanted to make it a memory that'll last forever on a bookshelf somewhere in my house. But to give you guys a little bit of a backstory of the car I was driving, we need to watch this video first.
Go. Last time. Go. I need to go. Keep going. Keep going. Oh. Damn. Shit. All right, let's get out of here.
What you guys just saw there was my first car. It was a 2000 Mustang. It was a V6. And that was my pride and joy in high school and growing up. And I was so blessed to have parents that could get me a car. And even though I made payments on it, it was still my car. My parents got it for me to start off, so it was awesome. A very interesting car. I had an eBay cold air intake on it. I had LED lights in the floorboards. I painted all the trim pieces inside blue to match the LED lights. It had a single tip exhaust out the back. We got it that way. Go easy on me, boys. You know, it was first car. My dad's a car guy, but he doesn't work on cars. He just appreciates them. So it was like when I was out there, he actually helped me install the cold air intake. But other than that, I mean, our knowledge base of it was just very little. So that was my first car. Now that you guys know the backstory of the car, let me tell you about the ticket itself. So to set the scene, it is one day before my birthday, and I'm leaving my auto tech campus to go back to my main high school campus. As you can imagine, the guys that are taking the auto shop class like to race and have fun and do stupid stuff, and so we're heading back to the main campus, and a buddy of mine's next to me, and we're playing the little cat and mouse game where one shoots forward and the other shoots forward, and just having fun. You know, we're not really street racing, we're just being silly guys, and it was fun. I mean, it's what we did in high school. And now that I see it back in my mind, it's like, of course there would be a cop sitting there. And so right as I go to lunge forward and I do it, I go right over the top of this hill, and there's a cop sitting right there and just lights me up as fast as he could light me up. And he's like, "You're speeding, blah, blah, blah." I think it was a 66 and a 45. So a little bit over. And he said, "License, registration, and I'll be back with you to sign your citation." And I'm just thinking, oh man, this guy, maybe he'll see that it's my birthday tomorrow and he won't give me a ticket, and like he'll have some leniency on me. Maybe he'll knock it down a little bit so it's not as much, because speeding tickets aren't cheap. I don't know if you guys have ever had one, but they're not the cheapest thing, and they're not even fun, because it's not fun money you're spending, it's just stupid money you're spending. I'm sitting in my car worried, you know, and I used to be a crybaby. Like I didn't want to get a ticket, so I'd like cry about it or whatever, and it's kind of embarrassing to tell now. The officer comes back to the car and hands me the citation, and he's like, "Sign down below. It says this is not, you're not guilty. You'll just say you'll appear," or whatever all that is. And so I sign it, and hands me my ticket, and he goes, "Happy birthday." And I about lost my shit. You know what I mean? Like, what is this guy? Like, you're gonna give me a ticket the day before my birthday and then say, "Happy birthday"? Like, to me, that was like the super like jerk move that you could do. And I mean, obviously, I'm a jerk for speeding. I don't condone speeding. You gotta mind the speed limits. But to me, like in my high school days, I was like, look at this asshole here is gonna give me a ticket and then say happy birthday. Like, you would have been fine if you would have just said, "Here's your ticket, have a good day." But no, you had to tack on happy birthday. I will never forget that, and it was just funny to me at the time. Luckily, I didn't have anybody in the car with me, because I would have been super bummed out, because they would have just made fun of me all day long. And I think I told my dad this story, and when I told him, he just laughed and he was like, yeah, well, you got to pay it. Don't drive like an idiot. This was not my only ticket, but it was my first. I had a couple of other tickets in high school. I mean, real quickly, one, I always had to drive down a highway to get to school, and once again, the hill got me. Coming up over a hill, police officer, and for whatever reason, it changed city limits there, and the speed limit dropped by 10 miles an hour. And that was a killer, man. Because right over you go across the hill, speed limit, poof, just plummets. And I got tagged. And then the same day, the next week, so 1 week later, same cop got me again, man. 2 tickets, 2 weeks. I think in high school, I would say I paid almost $1,000 in speeding tickets, which to some may not be like a lot, but to me, working as a busboy was a ton of money. This was close to the worst. I've had 21 over. I've had a couple of more that were a little higher. Maybe we'll save those for a later story. A few words of wisdom. 1, don't speed. And 2, try and be super nice to the cops. Do everything you can when you get pulled over. And maybe they'll help you out. I don't know. I don't really get helped out too much, so I can't really give you too much advice on that. I think every time I've been pulled over, I've got a speeding ticket. That's going to do it, boys, for the first episode of Short Stories with Sean. And I want to thank you so much for watching. If you like these kind of videos, make sure to let me know by hitting the like button or leaving a comment down below. I would love to hear your stories about getting pulled over or your first ticket. Don't tell me something that'll incriminate yourself. So just maybe some funny stories if you got one like this where the cop is trying to be a smart guy and kind of putting it on the top when he shouldn't. But after you're getting a ticket, I mean, no need to tell me happy birthday. So if you haven't already, make sure to hit the subscribe button. And as always, boys, have a good day, and we will catch you back here next time for a new video on Mustang 09. Take it easy, boys.